video that I'm really excited to do for you guys because I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram about what I do to my hair to make it grow, what products am I using, did I transition, did I big chop, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, hey, let's do a video so I can answer everyone's questions. So get comfy because this video probably will be well over 10 minutes long, but I hope I cover everybody's questions and just their curiosity about me and my hair. So before I get into the questions, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background on my natural hair journey and some of the things that I did along the way. So why did I go natural? Well, to be quite honest with you, it was a financial decision. When I was in college, I would only go to the hair salon maybe 2-3 times a year because I didn't have the money to always get a relaxer when I wanted to, and I think at that time I was probably paying over $100 every time I went to the hair salon, and then on top of that giving a good tip because I had so much hair. One of the visits that I made to the hair salon, my stylist told me that she had watched this news report the night before and was like, yeah, I was watching TV and they started talking about what relaxers do to your scalp and your body and all the chemicals and blah 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 blah. So when she was telling me all this, I'm just like, yeah, you go ahead and put that relaxer in because I'm not going back to natural. I know exactly what my hair was like. I didn't get my first relaxer until I was 14 years old, so I was well aware how thick and how much hair I had, and I had already tried doing my hair myself at 12 and 13, and I just couldn't. It looked okay, but I didn't style it the way I really wanted to. I just kind of did what I had to do to keep it from looking crazy, which was mostly ponytails and buns. So I didn't want to go back to that. And as she's talking, like I said, I'm just like, okay. But then of course, Chris Rock's movie came out of Good Hair, and they really got into the whole science of relaxers and the chemicals that's in it and what it does to a soda can and a chicken breast or whatever. If you've seen the movie, then you know what I'm talking about. So I was just like, okay, maybe I'll try it. And then, like I said, financial reasons, I was like, okay, worst come to worst, at least I save some money, and if I really don't like wearing my hair naturally, then I can go back, So start the process, and I just let my hair grow. It was November 2009 when I made the decision, and I just stopped getting the relaxers, but I still straightened my hair. I stopped going to the hair salon, but that didn't stop me from flat ironing my hair at home. So for a while it was okay because, it was just the root, and then the natural hair started growing and growing, but it was still maintainable for the most part, and I was getting through it pretty well. But then one time, I was washing my hair, and for whatever reason, I decided to wash my hair in the sink as opposed to getting in the shower, which was what I usually would do. And I flipped my hair over to the kitchen sink and washed it, scrub, tangling my hair like crazy. I didn't even know. And when I stood up, I flipped my hair back, and it was like none of my hair would fall to my shoulders. Like some of it did, but most of it didn't. It was all stuck right at the top of my head in this gigantic ball of a knot. And I was like, are you kidding me? I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even separate the knot just to like split my hair in half to try and tackle all these tangles. So I had to just use a whole bottle almost of conditioner. I was using Hello Hydration. If you've been natural for years and you know how popular that conditioner was and how much slip it has. So yeah, I used that, and I'm just combing my hair like, please God, please don't let my hair come out. Like I thought this was gonna be the moment, like I had to just take scissors and just cut this knot out of my head. Luckily it didn't come to that, but I did have a lot of shed hair. And that was when I realized, okay, this line of demarcation everyone's talking about, it's real. Like the hair that was natural was not getting along with the hair that was relaxed. And so I said, okay, well maybe I should try and really do this natural thing 100% and stop trying to get away with flat ironing my hair until it got to a length that I really wanted it to. So, I did some research. I started watching videos on YouTube and all the websites, that were popular at the time, and okay, maybe I can try a twist out. So I did a twist out, maybe even a braid out or two, and it came out okay, but it wasn't anything that was like, oh yes, this is what I've been waiting for, I love this. It was like, yeah, it looks good. But with the relaxed ends, it looked fine, but it wasn't exciting. So back to flat ironing my hair I went, and naturally my hair started shedding. My hair was telling me, it's too much heat. you're drying me out. I don't have any moisture left to even hang on, so I'm just gonna fall out into your bathroom sink. So when I started to see that, I was like, okay, let me take care of this before I have no choice but to cut off more hair from my head than I want to. So from end of 2009, now we're in 2010. At the end of 2010, I'm deciding, should I big chop? Can I do the really short hair and just start from scratch pretty much? I was like, I can't do it. I don't think I really even need to, because, you know, some of my hair was natural, probably had gotten to about here at the time, and I was like, nah, I don't really need to cut off all my hair, but I will go really short. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna get a bob. I'll get it to about here. So everyone has their story of going to the hair salon, trying to get one haircut, and they walk up with another because the hairstylist cut too much from their hair, and that's exactly what happened to me. Now, while I was sitting in the chair, you know, he's cutting away, and I'm thinking, you know, okay, well, I feel the, you know, the scissors right here. And I'm like, oh no, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. I saw the hair on the floor, and I was just like, OMG, he's cutting way more hair than I told him to. But my hair was so damaged, I didn't care. I just let him do it. I knew it was gonna be really pretty and really cute. I've seen his work before on another friend that used to do his hair, used to do her hair. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go with it. He ended up giving me a tapered cut that ended, that came to about here. And my hair just was like chopped all the way down to my neck back here. It was layered, but the shortest piece of hair, you know, was down here, and it was probably like 1 inch long. Like I couldn't even get the flat iron. I couldn't even get it with the flat iron. He had cut that much off. And so I was like, well, I guess that's my version of the big chop, you know. And when I got my hair cut at that day, my hair was probably about this long. So he cut off a lot of the dead hair that was basically starving, you know, like I dried it so much from the flat ironing. So I was glad that he did that in the end. But the only issue I had now was, okay, I want to wear my hair curly, but I got this tapered cut, and some of the pieces in the front are still relaxed. So I was just like, okay, what am I gonna do? So I did more research on YouTube. I tried to put product in it. I wasn't putting enough. I had no clue about product application, how important that was, but I was just trying things out, like maybe something will work. I'll figure out something. And what I ended up doing was just putting flexi rides in my head. Maybe, I think they were like the blue ones that are about 1/4 inch thick. And I would just flexi ride my whole head every Sunday before I had to go to work for the week, just because I needed some type of control, something that, you know, I could really, you know, say, okay, I know how to do my hair. I'm going to style it, and I know what the results will be. So I did that for a while, and that obviously, that got old pretty quickly, and I was just like, okay, I gotta figure out something else. So one day after I washed it, I decided I would cut off all the straight ends, which were the relaxed ends. And once I did that, I was like, okay, but it still kind of looked a little crazy to me. So that was when I did more experimentation with the twist outs, which they came out pretty cute, but I still wasn't 100% satisfied. So I went back to flat ironing my hair, and I was like, I really don't know what I'm going to do at this point, but flat ironing my hair is all I know to do. That's how I feel most comfortable, and that's what I'm going to do until I figure out something else. So my hair did continue to grow at that point, but it grew at a slower rate than what my hair would usually grow, even when it was relaxed. And when it got about here to my shoulders, I felt like it stalled out a little bit. I don't know if that was my imagination, because I was a little anxious for it to get longer, but I really do feel like it stalled out, mostly because when it got to that length, it was in the fall/winter months, and with the wool coats and the scarves and all that, it definitely dried my hair on the ends, and it slowed down the process. But once it got a little longer and past that point, I did more experimentation with the product application, and you could see now that, okay, she knows what she's doing. She finally figured out this product application thing, and her hair looks cute. Well, at least to me, it finally looked cute, just because I knew what I was doing, and I felt really confident in that. But now that my hair is natural, after all these years, I'm so glad that I did it. My hair has never been this long ever. When I was getting relaxers, I thought that my hair only grew to a certain point. That was still long, but I didn't think it could grow past that. I didn't realize that the chemicals in my hair were stopping my hair from growing. But yeah, my hair is so much healthier now, and I just feel like the possibilities are endless when you wear your hair natural. But there were definitely challenges along the way, and I was learning the entire time what my hair needed and what it didn't need. And you know, now I'm just glad that it's at a point where I can confidently share my tutorials with you guys and really give you some good information on what I do for my hair. A lot of people were telling me a long time ago, you know, you should do YouTube videos. Why don't you do YouTube videos? And I would always say no, and give, you know, somewhat whatever reason. That was, you know, definitely true, but the main reason that I didn't do YouTube videos was because I was still learning my hair. I was not confident enough to give someone else information when I was still learning myself. But now I'm definitely gotten to a point to where I feel like I know what I'm doing. I'm definitely still learning, but I'm confident enough to share what I know and what I've learned with you. So I hope that I can help somebody else.